assets, opportunities even that you may lose.
You must ask yourself if you love the people, because the only thing that can bind you to the people you serve is love. Ambition is not enough.
I have discovered the power of kindness, and that has made me a radical optimist. That's why I stay away from politics and from religion.
Countries that take unilateral action or coercive action.
Actually like Pinoy personally.
It's not a beauty contest who's ahead of who, but to...
Once upon a time, we were all irrelevant. And I sincerely believe that there will come a time we will all return to the dark embrace of irrelevance.
Martin's Mancave. Welcome to the 84th episode of Martin's Man Cave Livecast here on Podcast.Ph. My name is Martin Andanar. Our guest for today is a former Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines, Teofisto Guingona Jr. He was born on July 4, 1928 in San Juan, Metro Manila. He attended elementary school at Ateneo de Cagayan with honors and graduated high school, college, and law from the Ateneo de Manila University with scholastic awards. Later, he became a professor at the Ateneo de Manila and Adamson University, teaching political science and history and special studies in audit, public administration, economics, and sociology. Vice President Guingona is the son of Teofisto Guingona Sr. and Josefa Taiko of Iloilo and Negros Oriental. His father was a former assemblyman, senator, judge, and Commissioner of Mindanao and Sulu. He is married to Ruth Dalara, the former mayor of Hingoog City and the former governor of Misamis Oriental. They have 3 children, Senator Teofisto T.G. Guingona III, Marie Guingona Lamb, and Raul Guingona. Guingona was a vice president of the Republic of the Philippines from 2001 to 2004. During the first term of President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. He was appointed as chairman of the Commission on Audit by then newly installed President Corazon Aquino in 1986 until 1987. In 1987, he was elected as Senator of the Philippines under the Coalition of Lakas ng Bayan. He also served as the Director and Chairman of the Mindanao Development Authority and the Mindanao Labor Management Advisory Council. He was re-elected in 1992 and became Majority Leader a year after, but his term ended prematurely when newly elected President Fidel V. Ramos appointed him as Executive Secretary from 1993 until 1995 and as Justice Secretary from 1995 until 1998. He was elected again to the Senate and became the Minority Leader from 1998 until 2001. Guingona wrote several books such as Face the Challenge, Flaws from the Constitution, Response to Revolution, Laban, Voice in the Senate, The Gallant Filipino, and his 346-page book, Fight for the Filipino, which contains his memoir. Ladies and gentlemen, the former Vice President of the Philippines, Teofisto Guingona Jr. Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Mr. Vice President, this is a life cast. We talk about your life. Can you talk about your childhood?
Yes, I am getting younger. At 87, born, as you said, in Manila, in San Juan. San Juan, which is now a city, used to be a favorite town of Rizal. And from the very start, we went to school with in a private school with men and women who are now well known. For example, the Tañadas, the Vargases, the Benitezes. These were companions of ours, and also the Iglesia Ni Cristo children at the time of the founder. And so from there, my father was appointed commissioner of Mindanao and Sulu. So we had to follow him. Everywhere that he was appointed, we follow. That's why we are fortunate in the sense that we were allowed to travel with him in many areas and got the privilege to know the people in Mindanao, especially, and including the Muslims. And I studied in the Muslim public schools in Dansalan at the time, which is now Marawi. We were able to learn the manners. We faced the battle, we faced the sufferings of war here in Manila. We were staying in San Juan. And then, since our studies were, I was first year high school, the war came, so we renewed, and we had to study in Ateneo de Gipit, Gipit in Sampaloc. I finished high school there, and then went on to take up AB, liberal arts, and then which became a preparatory to law. It was there that I met many of the personalities, such as Arroyo, Joker Arroyo, the late Joker Arroyo. We were classmates, and Enrile. And we finally finished, I in Ateneo, they in UP. And before the war, the Filipino was truthful, honest. The values were there, and we were building up the damage done during the war, because in war the values changed. The values in war was survival. You can steal, you can do anything, as long as you survive. That is the mandate of the challenge to you. So Marcos came, defeated. He left the Liberal Party. He joined the Nacionalista through the help of Laurel. Then he defeated Pelaez, and Pelaez lost to Marcos. And for the first term, Marcos did his job. But he had plans. And in 1972, they declared martial law.
So when martial law was declared, Mr. Vice President, and when you were released from custody, from prison, what did you do? From 72,
73.
73, all the way to 1981.
Well, we were released with one of the group of people who were patriots, I think. You had Rosas, the Rosas of Manila Times. He was a rich man, but very, very good, whose heart was for the poor. And he, together with Tanyada, the old man, Rodrigo, Salonga, we organized ourselves to be, well, there was no useless to go into practice by law. There was no more real judicial liberties. It was all by this. All conflicts were decided by whom you know, and if you knew the right persons, you win. If you don't, you lose, and you lose in a very dangerous way.
How you made a living during those times?
Well, real estate was one of my outlets.
Nagkaroon po ng EDSA 2. So alam po natin na dun sa EDSA 1, kayo po yung na-appoint sa COA, naging secretary po kayo ng iba't ibang department under Ramos. Of course, before that, naging senador po kayo. And then, eto na, 2001, kay ERAP. Nasipa si ERAP, nanumpa si GMA, kayo po ang naging vice president.
Alam mo kami ni ERAP, taga San Juan, pumunta sa eskwelahan sa St. John's, same school. Yung mga kapatid niya, si Paul, kaklase ko. Sabi ko sa kay ERAP noon, Padre, I congratulate you for your bihira yung maging presidente ng Pilipinas. So, I salute you. Pero Padre, alam mo naman tayo prangka-prangka magsalita, no? Ako ngayon, nahalal, pero minority ako. At napili ako na maging minority leader sa Senado. Okay, Padre. Hindi, Padre, kasi itong isang importanteng trabaho niyan, titignan natin kung anong ginagawa ng executive. Kung okay ba ang ginagawa niya, kung mali ba o what. As the years, 1 year, marami nang nadidinig tayo. And then, mayroong meeting, cabinet meeting, mayroon ding meeting sa gabi.
Midnight cabinet.
Midnight, And, dumating sa akin si Singson, si Chavit, sa Ilocos. Sabi niya, tulungan mo ako, Padre. So, humingi ng tulong sa akin. Sabi ko, okay. Next day, punta ko sa one
Well, the privileged speech
one
is
page.
entitled I Accuse.
I accuse.
I accuse Joseph Ejercito Estrada,
The famous
President of the
speech,
Republic of the
I
Philippines,
accuse.
of betraying public trust. The people, especially the poor, reposed upon him the trust that he would protect them from illegal gambling.
Naku. Kontrolado ni Erap Pangkuan, ang House. Senado, hindi. From House.
So pumayag po ang Korte Suprema, Chief Justice Davide, nanumpa si Vice President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo as the President of the Republic of the Philippines nang masipa si Joseph Estrada. Paano po kayo napili as the Vice President?
My friends like Joe de Venecia and especially si President Ramos, sabi nila, you have been the one from the beginning who was after this. You were the one who delivered that I accuse in the Senate. So the president owes you something. No, she has no vice president. I think it's only fair that you should be the one. Si Ramos yan ang nagsabi sa akin. Sabi ko sa kanya, I appreciate this very much. And I will do what I can if I am selected. Before I knew it.
This is the 84th episode of Martin's Man Cave. Here on Podcast.Ph, we are with the former Vice President of the Philippines, Vice President Teofisto Guingona. We will take a short break as we try to digest everything that he told us in this very, very beautiful narrative, the life of the Vice President Teofisto Guingona. And when we come back, we will talk about his vice presidency, his term. We will ask him the question, why did he not pursue the presidency? And we will also talk about his family, his wife, Ruth, his children, the Senator T.G. Guingona, and his daughter, who is now the mayor of Hingoog City. Don't you go away. We'll be right back.
I did not have the resources. I said, I don't want to think about it anymore. I have decided I will not regret and I will not take it upon myself that I did wrong. I decided correctly. I did it because the principle of honesty, the principle that we leave to our children, that who can study in school and say, this was what happened, and this should not be repeated.